just want to say for the record, I know it's a funny place to put it in the middle of these things, but you know, sometimes I really don't feel well at all, and I don't know what the outcome of all this, what I've got or what's happening to me is going to be. But I just want to say for the record that never, through these last 2 years of, well, lots of difficulties physically in the health and in other ways as well, I've never ever felt alone, because I really, really know that Jesus carries it with you. He does. He just does. And all you have to do is ask him, you know. I mean, he just needs an invitation. And he's faithful beyond anything you could ever imagine, through all our failures and sins and blips and stupidity and perverseness. He's so faithful and so kind, and I think he's got a great sense of humour as well, actually, because he keeps you cheerful. You know that song, "Cheerful he to suffering goes, that he his foes from thence might free." I think that's wonderful. And I think it's wonderful that by bearing these things with him, we can help to redeem our loved ones who we have always got anxiety in our hearts about, whether if they've died, if they were all right with God, or whether they're to be saved, because we're in rough waters, we're on a difficult journey, we're not home yet. But we can help draw down his grace upon them. Even if it's in the past and they've died, we can do that. I know we can, because he's eternal, he's all merciful. And it's wonderful to me that he should allow me to do it, because really I've done so much wrong in my life. It could have been enough to just leave me to suffer and, you know, pay off my own sins. But he's joining it to his. He's helping me redeem my own. And then, you know, inviting me to help all his other poor ones who he's got that maybe are dying with nobody to pray for them and in despair or something, and can be saved at the very last moment by a little turn to him. So you see, it's wonderful, really. And I get a bit fed up sometimes, but I never get depressed like I used to. I used to get awfully depressed, as people know. And in that sort of depression, he's not there and you feel terrible. I don't think there's any suffering as bad as that. But anyway, please God, we can get through that darkness and know the joy of carrying our cross with him. And if we are in the darkness, we just unite it to his darkness, because he's entered every possible state that we could be in, so that we wouldn't be alone, and there's a way out. So, see, it's okay. I just wanted to say that for a record. I don't know who for, or if anybody will ever see it or be interested, but it worries me, all this business about euthanasia and stuff. You know, people can't see it. They just don't turn to him. They don't want to. And he must be weeping over them as he wept over Jerusalem, because they would not, and he wants to. Oh, I wish I could be a better witness. And if there's anywhere I can be, I'd like to be, but I'm obviously worried about my own weakness and that. But anyway, I'll leave that with him. Okay.